I was just sitting here thinking about something. Well, I've been told it, but I was wondering if anybody else even realized it. And one of the main goals for you to do is fire your soul tree. Everybody got their own tree. In turning meaning you might not feel my frequency stone. Wherever you feel them stones at, that's where your tree at. That's where your family at. That's one of the reasons why Jesus said, surely I tell you the truth. This is my family. He said that because of the fact of probably how they treated him. He said that because of the fact that the people he found was on his page when it comes to what he looked for in life. Okay, now listen to that. Look at that. Excuse me. The people he found was on his page and what he was looking for in life. You get what I'm saying? Listen to it now. So that means you still on your soul. That means that's your soul tribe. That means that was his soul tribe. How was he able to go up to them and say, you gonna walk with me now? You walk with me now. You know, he basically went up to the 12 and he knew who they were because of that frequency generator, man. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's because of that, I call it frequency stones. I could be wrong, but it sounds good. Frequency stones. Because our parents is just a space shuttle to get here. That ain't who we're supposed to be with, period. If it was, we'll feel more. Even if my parents were good, I probably still wouldn't feel that at home with them. Jesus felt at home with these people. As soon as he met them, he picked them out. Boom. You come with me, you come, like he knew it. He did. He was elevated so high in the vibration. When you elevated and vibrating this high, like in my case, I know who's supposed to be in my tree, but they just ain't either listening or it's because of this bottle or whatever the case may be. But I already know the people I crossed was supposed to be in the tree. You know, part of the limb. They are limbs of the tree. So whatever the distraction to keep them detached, is of the devil. Obviously. That's just common sense. Because probably one of the main things they hated back in the day when Jesus was walking was the fact he found them 12. He linked up with them 12 disciples, which made them a force to be reckoned with after that. Obviously. And they probably said to themselves, after Jesus died, we can't never let this happen again. So they probably built a box, a bottle, and we're gonna put this person in there and they'll never get clicked back up to their family tree ever again. And in the bottle, like I messed up when I reached out to them. That's why I stopped doing that. Now, if I feel my family trees, I don't respond to them no more because they all started getting attacked too, you know. I quit doing that because it was like somebody said, yeah, we can put them in the bottle, but we're going to make sure, and we want them to say, hey, we family tree, we want them to speak out loud like online. Hey, you my limb, this and that. But I said, they didn't do nothing but tell on me. That told the plan, that told everything. But anyway, like I said, so I was just saying, I already told people, it ain't but you got all these business. When you get past the job schedule, security, and all that extra shit, the human shit, it ain't but two teams on the field, God and Satan. Which one are you on? So what happened is that So just like it'll be important for God people to meet up with their family tree, and if that was one of the main parts of the game, wouldn't you think it'd be just as much power and money into keeping them from coming together? In turn, I mean, it's probably a whole lot of money spent in keeping soul trees from coming together all together. So this would be a worldwide change. It would be such a change on such a catastrophic level. You know, just like you have catastrophic events that's bad, you can have a catastrophic event that's good. It'll affect the people in such a way that it'll be a dramatic change, and it'll be a good change. It'll help technology, it'll help the eco, it'll help human beings, it'll help everybody. Because now people, I'm telling you, I think Hitler knew about it. And them drugs throw Hitler in the trash, though. I think he was on to something. But them drugs throw them off. Because one thing I know about this direction, you can't descend at all. That's why I preach so hard on people sleeping with just random people and sharing DNA. Because you can't go down that narrow path like that. They want that all to be right. It done been moments in time where they told me about my all, and just thinking, like, I ain't been with a woman in 10, 15 years. So just thinking, the woman they want, I never met them. I never seen them in my life. But they want my all, they want that all and that woman all to be together. And if I even just think about another woman, if I think about another woman, they'll descend me. It'll be like, not a descension, it'll be like a slope or a scrape. Like literally, that's how high vibration, how they vibrate now. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I mean not say that, but that's how high I messed around and got to. Be wary to get that high. And not be wary, but just be careful when you start getting, be ready to elevate that high, because you ain't no descending. Once you get up there, it's a wrap. So what I'm trying to say is, if your family tree don't accept you, your chances of being alone in the world will be very vitally high for a very vital long, for a very long time. And that's why I don't really get into other people's lectures. I don't even have to listen to lecture no more. Because I already understand. It ain't about waiting. I'm around demons. At this point, it's not humans anymore. It ain't got nothing to do with me having forgiven the demons. These people are still attacking me. You get what I'm saying? If they change, then they'll get my identity back. I ain't even asking for no money. I ain't asking for nothing but my identity back. They haven't changed. Because they still got my identity. And somebody's still living under my alias. So they haven't changed. They demons. And if you over there listening to them, you just as crazy as they are. I don't play around. I listen to God. I'm a direct conduit to God. I ain't got to listen to nobody. I just try to take people advice and listen to it. And I be like to them, man, as soon as you steer the wrong way, I'm finna click off of it. Or if I feel like it don't pertain to me at all, I'm finna click off of it. Because I already know everything. And I already know I could be here. I could leave out of this situation tomorrow, or I could be here for another 20 years. If not longer. So it don't even matter. If anything, in my situation at this moment, all I need to be doing is getting content with not expecting. And that's already part of meditation. I ain't got to worry about it. When you don't listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. While y'all out there got, you got people in your ear and you got to listen to everybody to figure out how you come. I don't got, one guy tell me to do something, ain't nobody else in the room, I got to ask him nothing. Even if I had good parents and all that, I ain't finna ask them nothing. My direct source with God is guaranteed. I've been in the jungle my whole life. I told y'all, me and God is, was so, when I was already at a young age, we were so direct with one another. I could be in a fight, and he'll say, go left. go right, and win the fight. So, you can talk all you want. I wouldn't probably even be good in a relationship unless that person was just as close to God as I am. Because otherwise, we're going to sit there. I done been in too many relationships. That's exactly what happened. A woman will try to tell me one thing, but she got intention to do something crazy. So when she telling me and we lovers, and I'm going to let her finish. I ain't going to over talk. I hate that. I'm going to listen to what she say, and then I might say, well, go on to Jody house. Just don't bring me nothing back. And then they want to argue. And then when they finally come down, let's say we see a counselor, because it might be a counselor in the family. We go to the counselor, and I tell the counselor what I said. And the counselor talk to the girl and say, well, what's your problem? He just act like he don't care about it. Why should I care about you cheating? It's my money I'm spending. You get what I'm saying? I built everything that you trying to tear apart. You going over there with Jody. Jody broke. Jody ain't got nothing going for himself. Jody only sleeping with you so you can give my life to Jody. So I'm just telling you to keep that life over there with Jody. Don't have a selective head, people, when I say this. Say, oh, he just talking about, I ain't talking about that shit. I'm not in, I ain't talking about the sex and the relationships y'all have with the lust and the fornication. I don't do none of that. I passed that when I was a teenager. I'm talking about my mountain that I built, my house that I built. I'm telling you, stop taking from my house and giving it to that bum. Damn. And that's what people have been doing too much, and I'm sick of it at this point. But, so I stay away from folk. I get in my feelings about it, bro. There's always somebody trying to take something. They don't want you. They ain't never gonna want you. You just took your life and gave it to them, and it's like when they do that, they get violently upset with you and themselves, because they realizing secretly Jody don't want them. And they done screw their life up with a good man or a good woman. But anyway, so that's what I'm trying to say. It's just calm. This shit is conscious and common sense. I'm just trying to tell people, teach people how to quit sacrificing love and family and reality and what's relevant for something that's irrelevant. That's it. Get out of your emotion. When it comes down to love, you need to take your emotions and put them aside. But in this situation, I'm perfecting right now at this very moment, which I probably just started really working on that when I started preaching about optimism, which not expected comes with that. That's why I tell folks to meditate, bro. That's how I know a lot of y'all ain't meditating and putting the work in. Because if you were putting the work in, you'll quit trying to listen to me to emulate. Emulating is slowing you down. I told you it's dangerous to emulate me, because it don't matter if I met you or not, you'll start to slow down. And even your own kids and shit around you'll notice it. You can't do that with me. My energy will attack you. I done told y'all, it'll tear you apart. And if you part of the family tree, they'll just separate your ass. They'll separate us to where we have a wall between one another. And we can't deal with each other. Because God might be using you for something over here, and also God might be using you for something over here. And you might got this group of people, and I got this group of people attention. And since we can't get along, it'll be a wall right there. Yeah, because there's too many people in your ear, and all I got is God in my ear, and it just ain't gonna work. It ain't nothing. It's nothing to do. It's nothing to do with us emotionally not wanting each other. And it ain't nothing on the physical realm. It's all in the spiritual realm. What needs to be done. What we are really built to do. It ain't just about having no child, getting a man, and getting with an angel, whoever, and having a kid. That shit, it's all fairy tale right there to me at this moment. It's about these missions that we supposed to do. Shit, over half the world is supposed to be breaking generational curses. And some of y'all just rich and wealthy, I ain't even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the right position to do it. You probably preaching the word of God and everything. And you might not. You might just be in a good-ass position where you got the attention of most of the people in the world. And it won't take you much to help change, but for you to do that, it'll be a big sacrifice on it. You have to accept a loss, probably. And that right there is unacceptable for people who don't know how to get their hand dirty to get no money. So, in a good way. But anyway, I was just sitting here thinking. So it's two teams on the field. That one team, Satan and everybody gonna be on all fours. The game is on then. When they know you look for a tree, that's one of your main missions on earth. When they know you searching out for your tree, they gonna send everything, and they gonna send everything to you. And they gonna spend good money. Cause you get what I'm saying? Cause that's one of God's main missions for you. So guess what? That's gonna be one of Satan's main missions to keep you from getting achieved. It's a game. The game is on then. You got the ball in your hand now. You better run. You better run to get the touchdown. But while you trying to get the touchdown, Satan gonna send all his minions, especially the most powerhouses, powerful ones, and say, get their asses. Don't kill them, but get their asses. Put the Job on them. Tear your ass apart. And when they get through tearing your ass apart and taking your life away from you and turning your life upside down, taking your child from you and taking your cars from you and taking your clothes from you and putting your mountain dead on the tip of his ass, upside, bottom side up, you better still have that ball in your hand. And God gonna descend you. That's how serious it get, bro. That's why I'm saying when you elevate and vibrate this high, you know I'm no longer even thinking about that human stuff y'all got going on. First and foremost, listen to what I'm saying. I meditated so high, I'm at an elevation to where I'm no longer expecting. That's deep now. I mean, I ain't expected. Y'all gonna, oh, you ain't expected love, you ain't expected love us, you expected kids, you expected nothing. You just sad. No, that ain't sad. That's actually peaceful as hell. I ain't expecting the lover. And if I got a lover, I ain't expecting the lover to hurt me. I ain't expecting none of it. That's optimism at its finest. I ain't expecting none of it. So you can't give me bad karma. Probably a great thing for fighters to start doing before they get in the ring. I ain't expecting nothing. It was good for me. You want to win, they used to say, you going out there to win? You interrupted my meditation. You interrupted my meditation because I ain't feeling nothing you talk about anyway. You get what I'm saying? I'm not expecting it. I got faith that everybody will do the right thing. After that, it ain't nothing there. It's just a void. Because I know a lot of people who say they got God. But do you truly got God? I ain't got no, and it's a cheat. I don't really teach on that part because it'll be wrong for me to do that because I'll be literally probably judging. I couldn't even inference the situation because I was forced just to have God. I ain't never had family, friends, and lovers and all that. They love me to a certain point, but then they put me in these damn boxes and shit. After a while of that crap, I quit dealing with everybody. And I just by the time I quit dealing with them, it was too late. They done ruined me. But this shit is deep, bro. But I was just thinking, like, obviously, like to the trees out there, like I might not be your family tree. Like it's a tree greater than my tree, and we the top 2 greatest trees in the world. I can't mingle with that tree. It's a lot of women on that tree that like me, that I can work out with, and they'll come and get me in a heartbeat because those women and those men, just vice versa. Like it don't matter if I was a man or woman. All those men and women over there are true empresses and emperors. Ain't nothing standing in their way of getting what they want. Not mama, not daddy, not their kid, not nothing. They know exactly how to hear God. They grown. That's why when I was going over there with a woman, God was like, and everything, I thought everything was good. I know the girl name and everything. I ain't gonna say her name because she pretty popular, I think. But, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. Probably 6. I think I met her before I met the other one. And she wasn't far from that, but I think she had descended to my tree. But, I was gonna get with her, but she young, you know. She ain't young, but she probably older than me a little bit. I'm 40. She probably like 42 or 43, and if not 38 or something. She up there though. And I was trying to reach out to her. Alright, the guy was like, not this one. That belong to the 80s bracket. I'm in the 70s bracket. So it's like the ones in the 70 bracket still got a lot to learn. We all do. I can't even separate myself from that. We all wet behind the ears when it comes to the 80 bracket. That 80 bracket done already been there, done that, man. That be like all them women you see back in the day, like Queen Latifah and them. That be like them that I went through this shit. I already know that shit we got going on the 70 bracket, child play, garbage, really. You think they finna they protect one another. When you over there, that's why a lot of y'all, the females and stuff, don't like y'all mamas and daddy, because they fall in that bracket. And they'll never sacrifice one another like we will, like y'all do. You put in my bracket, I don't know how it happened, how it got so distorted, but you'll just put good man, good woman, put him in the bato. We don't do no shit like that. And that I feel like that started because a lot of people that want to play gangster ain't really gangsters. They really were kids born with silver spoons in their mouth and should have just played that role. But see, and then when they play with a real man or a real woman, and that real man or real woman, you know how empress and emperors get, they get furious. They hurry up, put them in the bottom. Yeah, we got you. That's some coward ass shit, period. That's worse than bringing a gun out and shooting somebody. Encourage the cowardly dogs, bro. But I was just sitting here thinking about that. We must not understand this. So, see, all that stuff, I'm learning all that. I ain't here stressing about nothing. I address things emotionally, because sometimes that's what it takes. Because I'm still in a dark place. I'm the light in the darkness, though, so don't never forget it.